Shabbat Shalom, my friends. It's John. Guten Tag. Good morning. How are you? I spoke to you of faith before. Now I'd like to speak of you, hunger. It's not so cold this morning. You can see I decided to stop by a little town. It was a pleasant little town, and it still remains so. Always rotten apples in the valley. Watch out for the golden bough. You don't hit your head. So apparently my fuel pump quit working. The fuel rail is a little disturbed. And my coil doesn't seem to be coiling or sparking. There's a signal not received. And my vehicle hungers for that signal. So because the signal's not received, there's no communication. Much is the same with your vehicle, your being. Do you realize the incredible potency of the sun itself, the little star we have? It makes our life so Goldilocks. It travels one astronomical unit, which is somewhere shy of 1 million miles, 940,000 or something. Just rounding. Nothing stops that happy little ray. Nothing until it strikes you, your carbon-based form. And all of a sudden, Mother Earth herself is hungry for the signal of the sun, but you cast your own shadow. You, so special, stop the power of the sun itself, a star. Do you realize that because of a crumbling star once blown to bits, a supernovae, that your very being is given structure of ferrous, iron, the bittiest bit of your hemoglobin, iron? Doesn't that make your construct of being actually as old as time itself? Time. There once was a time. Or was it a time before a time? Time and time again. Man's infatuation with linear time is only subject to his insatiable hunger for control. Hunger for things out of a grasp that a superego manifests. I want to talk to you about hunger and famine. Things that have been and things to come and things that will be. Just ideas or perceptions that I see in this construct reality in my own shy little way. So many of these children starving in hunger, seeking to fill that emptiness, that void, do so by means of distraction of the sex, drugs, or people that satisfy that hunger by purchasing items of absolutely no value except to their own psyche, or desire or lust to control. that empty feeling of hunger. Interesting enough, the consumption of alcohol, which is a poison, although it is subsidized and allowed, such as many other civilizations before, you're given the allowance of 2 psychoactive substances that are approved by the governance in the state at the time. Ours are alcohol and tobacco, giving us a different sensation of hunger. I believe that the entire world will be knowing a particular hunger, the gnawing pain of hunger, the stomach of the physical body, your abused and neglected temples, each a famine of coinage and lack of money or products, and most of all important, at least not to be mentioned, the famine of the gospel, the good word. Since the year 20,015, even in the United States, the wilderness, Achaia, the land of the eagle, where the bride did run, the church that might find sanctuary in the wilderness that was unknown before, by these 5,000 to 10,000 churches a year being shuttered, vacated, and walked away for this new spirituality, this new humanism of control. It's like subjugating fire to go through wires for your control and entertainment, or perhaps your demise or confusion. To subject oneself to these poisons and virtues, and you wonder why possibly we live not so long trying to control what we have not control of. It seems that the light be dying all around, and nary a strong voice or leader to be found. But if your candle is lit, you can light 1,000 lights around you, and your flame will not diminish. Because in times and half a time, which is 1,260 for those unknowing, time is not linear, and neither is light. Light is immediacy, but no speed. It simply is a command. Peace be with you. Shabbat Shalom. A word from John in the wilderness.